no, oh crap, I forgot my glasses. 1 minute. No, not them books. Because without them, we cannot see. Yes, and we're in our pajamas because it's Sunday at 10:45 in the evening. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be a mid-month kind of check-in for earth signs. Couldn't figure out if I wanted to do each person individually to have little short readings or if I wanted to do it by element. And then if people are so inclined to want a timestamp, they can, so future people can just skip ahead to their thing if they want to. And I also have just done the water signs, but you know, at the end I decided to give some clarifiers, so some people might miss that if they don't watch the whole thing. So I says, well, let me make sure I don't make that that'd be an issue for the rest of the ones I'm going to do. So I've already pulled it. So again, I'll just do, this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So again, once I'm done over here, if you don't want to watch the rest, you don't have to. But I hope that the water signs see my little note and fast forward to the end to get their extra cards. Because again, I wasn't planning on it, but you know, it is what it is. Speaking of is what it is, oh, and of course, spiel. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. If you'd like to support the channel and give an energy exchange, donations are greatly appreciated. How to do that is also below. Please check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And of course, and if you're male, I guess you're supposed to check your Mars, which I never was saying that. I always just say, you know, the Venus, but then I heard some other, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, right? So I guess for males, you check your Mars. And for females, you check your Venus, because that's the love sector, as well as the moon. So of course, be sure to check all that to get additional messages. Also keep in mind the readings are general, so of course take what resonates and leave the rest. I may be describing you or the person you're dealing with, so again, flip the energy around if need be. If it doesn't fit, don't force it to fit. Again, take what flies and apply it to how it may be going on in your life, whether that's in a relationship, work, family, situations, a combination of all three, etc., etc. Also, of course, hit the subscribe button if you're new and you like what you see. Hit the notifications button to be alerted of new videos that come up. Of course, like, subscribe, share, leave comments, because that helps promote the channel so that the message can get out to more people. You know, I help you, you help me, and we help the collective. So here, oof. I figured I would choose a major arcana, since we're in this big shift that's kind of going on with the Jupiter coming in, trying to bring blessings, but it's in Saturn's house. So again, it's needing to let go of what no longer serves us, make better choices, opportunities for new beginnings and transformations, and all this stuff is happening now. So I thought, again, major arcana are universal intervention, you know, signposts that we're really needing to pay attention to kind of look at and deal with and take care of. And here, like I said, we got the devil, the diablo. So that is either a lot of passion, which I don't think that that's what's going on here. It's more about, you know, The devil energy, the codependency, the fear, the woe-is, the tied and bound and stuck and all that jive. But remember, the devil is a liar. So don't believe, don't believe in shit that's going to hold you down and hold you back and keep you stuck. The devil is the scapegoat of the person or thing that one projects the inferior side of themselves on to feel better. Again, so not wanting to look at the man in the mirror. It's always easy to blame other people for our current circumstances, situations, or whatever. Somebody doesn't hold themselves accountable again for their own actions, but we are where we are again due to our own choices. And it's being able to recognize toxic behavior patterns, karmic cycles, so we stop repeating stuff. What is it within us that is, not serving us, but serving le diable instead? Or it might be telling you, watch out. Either somebody's going to be trying to do that, or to watch out for people that are doing that. You know what I'm saying? Something that sucks the life out of you. Losing vitality and life energy, again, due to addictions. And this, again, addictions take many forms. Codependency takes many forms. Drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, shopping, stinking thinking, negative self-talk, showing up as an asshole, a user, abuser, tolerating users and abusers, thinking you can save them and heal them. It's, again, being tied and bound to a specific thing that does not serve one well, in whatever form that may take. And for some, it might be a combination of things. It's the monkey on the back, or what's this? Half man, half goat. I don't know what they call those. But bondage, again, is voluntary. It may be hard to change. It may be hard to break habits. It may be hard to face our own shadow. Admit to certain things that are not so flattering about ourselves, about other people, about our circumstances, what have you. But again, it's your thought about something, and your thought about something is causing your action, how you're showing up. Change the thought, break the pattern, right? The longer you stay in this situation, this energy, the worse it becomes. Only crisis can break it, which means a tower moment. So for some, they might be feeling that, that rude awakening again, that reflective mode of what the fuck am I doing here? Or what am I allowing? Negativity, again, constraint, deceptive energy, again, lying to ourselves, lying to other people. It's a need to take back your power, Stop feeling hopeless and helpless and victim mentality and lack mentality and pessimism. Again, it's having a lack of control over thyself. But we have free will. It's about, again, choices and getting out of this energy that keeps us from making the right choices, keeps us from stepping up to the plate for ourselves. Fear, anxiety, all that shite. Unhealthy bonds, materialistic desires, again, in codependent situations due to, that's an unhealthy bond because of fears of being alone, fears of rejection, also comforts, what's being provided. Again, if we got a lot of masculines that are in codependent situations that look for the feminine energy to take care of them while they don't step up to the plate for themselves, being moochy. letting someone else foot all the bills while you just chillaxing or denying your own lack of effort in your own life. Not wanting to leave situations because of that, because that would require, again, change, effort. And again, some people just don't want to put in the effort into themselves or into change, so they stay in with the devil that they know, as opposed to being shackle free, or wearing a new garment that is based in truth. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of truth, somebody's going to come rushing in, or someone wants to. This is the Knight of Swords. This is charging forward, rushing in without any regard to the dangers that they may encounter. So blinded by desire to manifest an idea that they're failing to see the difficulties or the consequences of their own actions. So again, maybe somebody rushed into something and now they're stuck in it, or they're realizing their codependent ways or the toxic karmic relationships or whatever, and maybe they're learning that they shouldn't be rushing in and jumping into relationships. Heal before we deal, or we're just bringing our bags with us. And for some people, it's like U-Haul trucks, right, of issues. So again, it's knowing that when we rush without thinking, we're facing the consequences of our actions. An energy that needs to be balanced with a realization of responsibility and compassion, strong intent to succeed or win. In the positive sense, it shows great determination, ambition, and strength to succeed, no matter what. And in the negative sense, again, it's blind haste or lacking foresight or preparation. May neglect to understand the needs of others as one pursues their own goals. So again, people that are using people as means to an end. You know what I'm saying? New projects or ideas, inspiration, quick to action, rushing, cutting corners, or may suffer in the long term, needing to use our intellect. So someone might be charging in, wanting to communicate, wanting to speak a truth, wanting to release some burdens of how they've been feeling left out in the cold, and they got financial problems, and they want to feel happy and fulfilled. It says, watch out, there's got a lot of people coming, swinging back around the boomerang here. Trying to come out of feeling trapped, revealing some secrets, or feeling depressed, wanting to move on again, wanting to get out of this devil energy, fearing facing the music, or looking within. You know what I'm saying? Money problems, spiritually poor, financially poor, just feeling, or allowing somebody to make you feel that way. And you're needing to go towards the Ten of Cups and get yourself unstuck and out of depression. Move the hell on out of this shit. Take charge. Forge ahead. Let go of this. What have you here? Now, and then on the bottom deck on this side, we have Page of Cups reversed. So this is like, ain't feeling it. Or somebody who's dealing with somebody who's emotionally immature, again, who rushes in, charges in, and don't care about the havoc that they wreak. It's also about creative blocks. So again, trying to create a way out of your own mess here. Self-doubting too. It's also someone, again, depressed, easily depressed, unfocused, lacking self-love. It's also someone who could be selfish, takes more than they give. So again, watch out with who you're dealing with here. Living in their own world, running from reality. Meaningless commitments, acting without thinking, promises not kept, overly dependent. So again, watch out for codependent situations. People clinging on to people out of fear or what that person can give them, materialistic wise, financially, again, meeting a need and filling a void and meeting a need. Princess of Pentacles in reverse, and then High Priestess, and then the Empress. So coming out of pain, Ten of Swords reversed, needing to step in one's own power, use your intuition, believe a little bit in yourself, get some emotional balance. If we're needing to question offers that might come rushing in, making sure that we're making sound decisions here. So it says using our intuition. Again, the Prince of Cups could be somebody, again, who's emotionally abusive, uses mental, emotional manipulation to guilt people into staying into situations. Again, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the drama of it all. Capricorn, Two of Pentacles. Why are we juggling? What are we weighing out the pros and cons of? What are we trying to get in balance here? Our relationships, our finances, our health. We're like up and down, going in circles. Again, karmic circles. Make sure we're not repeating cycles. Right? Juggling concerns, ability to handle unlimited problems. So might be feeling a bit overwhelmed here. Tied and bound, unable to get things going for ourselves. Could be playing on our self-esteem here, knowing we need to get moving, get a hustle on, take some action. Being clear on our priorities. Again, remaining alert, agile, and patient. A need to balance opposing desires or interests, conflicting interests, the ups and downs of life, right? It also predicts change, or a need to be flexible and able to cope with whatever is kind of going on here, to stay centered, to go with the flow. So there's a little boat back there, going with the flow, right? It's also telling you to don't become distracted. So watch out for people come rushing in. They're just on on the same tip, coming in to distract you from moving on. Watch out. Because there's some people want to keep you stuck too, or they would just come back to see if they can get anything out of you, or this could be vice versa. I know we got cross watches, you know what I'm saying? Apply it how, whatever. But generally, this is supposed to be for the sign. Maybe I should do separate cross watcher videos. But this is you trying to weigh stuff up, obviously. Trying to figure out what's what here, because we don't want to keep going in repetitive patterns, cycles, the shit repeating that we don't want repeating. Princess of Swords. I said, why the Two of Pentacles? We got Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, the World, and the Hangman. So this again is about perspective, cycles ending, change, transformation, progress. Page of Swords talks about all talk and no action, haste or undelivered promises. This talks about haste, right? And the same thing in regards to all talk and no action. It says, watch out for people coming in trying to act like they've changed and want you to see them from new perspectives. Because again, some people haven't changed. But again, acting hastily without thinking, not effective use of energy. So again, if we're sitting around too much doing this, we're needing to get focused. you know, and be a little bit more direct in whatever it is that we're trying to manifest for ourselves here. Spying, stalking, again, not delivering on promises, questioning, challenging, being needed to be conscious about how you come across, or not feeling you have enough knowledge. Again, this is like the spy card. We was talking about gathering information, weighing things out, right? Because again, we're wanting things to change. We're trying to see things from a different perspective. Completion of a journey or new beginning, future looking is the world. Planet ruler is Saturn. So right now we're dealing with Jupiter crossing through Saturn, right? Saturn is all about, you know, old school traditions, things set in your ways, in your karmic ways, times in the shadow. This is what brings the lessons, the heavier lessons. I guess, and Jupiter coming around is supposed to be bringing you blessings from whatever lessons that you've learned, you know, reaping what we sow. And a lot of people are on this path of left or right, old or new, you know, fear or courage. And whatever path you choose, so will be the blessing from the planets that's going on right now. It'll either be a negative consequence or a positive one. So that's why there's a lot of people that's needing to choose wisely. Again, Saturn, planet ruler is Saturn, which talks about time. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. It's again about accomplishment and victory. Enduring hardships and challenges, coming full circle. It's also graduation, marriage, or end of pregnancy or birth. You also have marriage card up here, but we'll get to that. So again, people might be rushing in trying to offer some marriage, you know? And you're like, hold on. Is this the same old stuff? Am I, you know, you're trying to gather some information. You're trying to see if people are up to the same old shenanigans, if people can be trusted, you know, weighing it all out, or if even this is what you still want. New beginnings after a cycle, again, world travel. Maybe someone's coming to see you, or you're going to see someone. It's the opposite of the hangman, right? And you got the hangman here. Opposite of the hangman, which looks within. The world looks outwardly. So it's like you're trying to look outwardly and within. You're trying to figure it all out. It's, again, the attainment of enlightenment, cyclical progression of time and experience. Again, looking at things carefully, right? And you got two majors here. So that's major in itself. So for Capricorn, there might be some saying, this is the sign of Capricorn, right? So in essence, you got three. So there is something that you definitely need to look at here in regards to perspective, how we show up, how we allow others to show up, cyclical patterns, repetitive patterns, you know, life reviews, what it is that we want, what it is that we need to let go of, how do we proceed forward, what's important, what's not, what's going to make us happy, what's not, what's practical, what's not. Trying to apply wisdom, living and learning type things in regards to whatever is coming your way, or you're bringing someone else's way, or you're just dealing with it on your own. And of course, the hangman is about, you know, surrender, being suspended in time. You know, it also speaks of martyrdom and sacrifice for the greater good. Now, martyrdom is never good. Don't throw yourself under the bus for something else, for someone else, or let someone guilt trip you into staying in what have you. It's also meditation on how to break old patterns of behavior, bad habits that restrict you. That's why we have the devil here, right? Letting cycles end. Whatever it is that's been holding you back or keeping you from evolving It's also a period of waiting, reflecting, a period of indecision, feeling stuck or restricted again. It's also about letting go, accepting and surrendering. Again, accepting whatever. Letting go of our worries. Right? Knowing that we need to be more vulnerable or open up. Giving up control. Again, controlling things again out of fear. Unsure of paths to take due to fear. It could be dealing with somebody from the past due to fear. And if there was a lot of shit that went down, you're probably justified. This is what I said. Always know what you're dealing with, and make sure that we're living and learning. And whether we're dealing with someone from the past or from the future, recognizing what was within us that was contributing to anything that manifested for us that didn't turn out so swift, so that we show up differently and we watch how other people show up or how we allow them to. And if you can do that, you should be okay. Not to say there won't be more crap that comes along, but definitely applying wisdom, intuition, weighing things out. We're making sure that we're doing what is for our highest and best. Don't allow yourself to stay stuck. Don't allow someone else to come in trying to guilt and do whatever to keep you stuck again. You know what I'm saying? Leadership. Archangel Gabriel, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So for some of you, you might have something to do, with career. You're holding yourself back, too much juggling, thoughts about shoulda, woulda, coulda, or a past, or whatever it is that's low self-esteem, or whatever that's keeping you from manifesting, or getting caught up in drama, and other people rushing in, bringing you to the drama again, or whatever it is for you. Don't let it throw you off. That's what they says. Gain that enlightenment and step into your power here. Have hope. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. And then we have marriage. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. So again, if it ain't healthy, it's got to go. Whether that be something within you, relationships, or your connection to the divine being thrown askew by a bunch of jive. Make a commitment again, first and foremost, to yourself, to your own happiness, to your own well-being, and once you do that, everything else falls into place. It falls outwardly into your relationships, and you recognize toxic things and what's worth investing in, and you'll be able to be more discerning in your decision making, what you choose to engage in, where you put your energy, but you got to be committed again to your own growth and healing first and foremost, and pursue that which is going to be for your highest and best. So that is Capricorn. Now let us move on to Taurus. We got the Lovers in reverse, right? Lovers in reverse and Lovers in the upright. We can talk about a relationship. It's also head over heart decisions, important decisions that determine life paths, or this could be a falling out of a union of some sort here. Disharmony, it's also disharmony, imbalance, a misalignment of values also within yourself, because look at the masculine and feminine here. It's the masculine and feminine energy or balance within you too. Not always having to do with, two people. Avoiding responsibility or the consequences of actions. Here we go again, the scapegoat. The devil card spoke about that. Or again, it's either you or someone you're dealing with, or it's actually both, because it takes two to tango. Everybody owns their side of the street. We can't As much as we would like to and feel justified about other people being mostly to blame. You know, they may have done the worst of it, but we always play our own role in our own misery. Again, sometimes it's given too much benefit of the doubt of to other people instead of loving ourselves first, but I digress. Rush choices based in desire for instant gratification and trying to, no, wait a minute. Oh, it is. Trying to now lay blame on others, which is kind of what this Knight of Swords was. So I don't know, again, if this is you or someone you're dealing with is trying to, lay the blame game. It's also about inner conflict, disharmony within oneself, self-punishment, feeling responsible. Again, being all in this trapped mindset of shoulda, woulda, couldas, or whatever it is here. Different values in the relationship, feeling out of balance with each other, not mutual feelings. Well, this is also fears of getting hurt and having a closed heart, right? So, why the Lovers in reverse? We have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Four of Cups, right? So, Queen of Cups could be you, or the person you're dealing with. Again, male, female, doesn't matter. Queen of Cups, this is somebody who's emotionally balanced, loving, intuitive, nurturing, caring, compassionate, right? Someone who's, again, emotionally secure. This is not being this way. Admired for her fairness and her honesty. She could be a healer, a counselor, a psychic. Similar to the High Priestess in regards to intuitiveness. I need to trust one's intuition and listen to your inner voice. I need to empathize with others and show compassion or support or teach others how to be. But again, leading by example, I guess. Focus on emotional well-being of others rather than rational, logical explanations. How do others cope with life's challenges? So again, recognizing the devil in other people's stuff, even, and knowing that it's bigger than you. And perhaps we're seeing that there's a misalignment here, and we're needing to gain our own emotional balance and get out of, again, toxic situations, possibly. Or needing to trust our intuition in regards to a person or a situation or a decision that we're needing to make, but we're feeling having a hard time doing. Symbolizes achievements made possible by use of our imagination and creativity, artistically gifted self-expression. So this is, again, about not shying away from your higher self, if this is you, right? Now, the Nine of Swords obviously is not a good card. And the upright, the traditional one, is the person laying in the bed, stressed out, anxiety, can't sleep, depressed, nightmares, just despair. In the reverse, again, it's hopelessness, or we're trying to come out of this, but there is a sense of depression still, or a torment, or hopelessness, or being bound, or staying, again, in this energy. You know, being unbalanced within ourselves, needing to get that balance. But it's also, you know, we're trying to come out of anxiety. It's worry and despair that could be causing you harm. You know, chronic depression and whatever we might be doing to pacify that for some. Because the Four of Cups speaks about, again, regrets, you know, focusing again on what was or what we've lost, or it's also, again, contemplation, meditation, you know, trying to go within and figure stuff out, trying to release things, or knowing that we need to. I need to look within to discover the answers that you seek, you know, because we're not happy, we're not satisfied with what's currently going on here. Boredom, disengaged, feeling flat, you know, a need to examine the heart and mind for clarity. Disappointments growing, tired of the same old struggles. So maybe we've withdrawn a bit. Again, maybe we're trying to heal, right? Because Queen of Cups is about healing. You know, feeling like we missed an opportunity for some. It's also a call to action. I need to wake up and be open to the new, you know, that might offer positive changes instead of being stuck in the negative. It's also about, you know, defensiveness, being closed off, or ignoring, wanting to ignore offers due to past hurts or fears, closing oneself off. Again, maybe trying to get over something, trying to heal, right? Because something is just not copacetic. Your advice is clear your space. Archangel Jophiel, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. So this is about, you know, clearing out the energy of whatever this is here. The sadness, the worry, the stress, the woes, the past, the missed opportunities, the not feeling balanced, the devil energy, whatever it is, they're wanting you to clear it out and focus on your healing, right? And try to find some joy. By enjoying this moment, I am giving thanks to God for my life. So just try to find some peace, some happiness, some healing for yourself, and get yourself out of this. Sad state of affairs. Like I said, but I empathize. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Okay, so Taurus, that is you. Good luck, honey. And good luck, Capricorn. If Capricorn hasn't already left the building. And lastly, but not least, we have Virgo. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, this could be you or someone that you're dealing with. Male, female, again, doesn't matter. Queen of Pentacles is all about stability. You know, she's the person who can, you know, handle the business, the home life. You know, she's nurturing, she's giving, she's stable, she provides, you know, loving, again, supportive, practical, someone who exercises good judgment. Again, balances of work and family, investing in family and personal wealth, someone who's down to earth, again, someone who can be dependable, reliable, someone who has a realistic approach to things, offers solutions to problems. Again, this is good at trying to figure out how to make things work for the benefit of everyone, right? That's she cares about. Again, prosperity, security, someone, again, who's a hard worker, has a stable income or is looking to have this, right? Versatility, it's the Mother card. Strives to create warm and secure environments. Teacher, counselor, a mentor. Important to live independently again, especially if we're in codependent situations, right? Depending on other people to pay our rent, our share of the bills, our food, our what have you. Again, if you're a masculine, I know this is a lot of masculines, and again, masculine don't mean man. It's not man bashing up here. It's the shadow aspect of the masculine energy. This is what I deal with, shadow work, helping people see this within them and how it's affecting them and how they can change it, right? It's also a need to be balanced and practical and realistic and come up with solutions again on either trying to embody this or again trying to get together with someone who we view as this, right? And again, male, female doesn't matter. Now, why the Queen of Pentacles here? We got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. And then we have the Prince of Pentacles in the reverse, which is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, right? And don't you have that up here too? A Princess of Pentacles. So they have a prince and a princess. But to me, it's like it's both the same thing. Must be. I would think. You know, we only got one page in the other. So again, either this is us trying to find our stability, our, you know, what we want long-term, investing in, you know, trying to protect our home and our, you know, what we've gathered up so far, or we're trying to rush in to be with somebody who embodies this, or we feel can give us that love, security, stability. But watch out, make sure it's not, you know, we're checking our motives and thoughts, which side of the coin you fall on here, because the Devil card is here. You know, fear can make people be rushing in, trying to hold on to something that they think they might lose. But it's for the wrong reasons, you know, because they're still looking for security or someone to provide something for them. And it's not love-based, again, depending on what you're dealing with here, or if this is you, or what your motives are, or which side of the coin you fall on. Now, the Wheel of Fortune here talks about bad luck or negative external forces, things that are out of our control. Events not in your favor, delays, negative forces at play, feeling helpless, powerless in a situation, poor decisions or the consequences of them, looking for ways to turn it around, to make the best out of a bad situation. Not a time for taking risks. It's a need to be cautious, assess your options, and select the safest bet. So for some, again, they might have felt like they want to turn this around. You know, some might be rushing back in, trying to make something happen here with somebody, feeling like they made poor decisions in the past. Or this could just be, again, you feeling like you made poor decisions in the past and you're trying to turn things around for yourself, and focusing again on yourself. If we're not dealing with people, if we're trying to just be independent on our own, assessing again your options. Who am I going to give this pentacle to? You know, being a little more discerning in regards to who you allow in your space. But again, we're looking like we're wanting to turn things around, right? Two of Swords in reverse talks about indecision and confusion, information overload, caught between a rock and a hard place, difficult choices, Either options leading to negative consequences, the weighing out the pros and cons. I don't know if you've got some Capricorn, or you might be dealing with a Capricorn. Everybody's weighing out their options. Everybody's in this kind of, like I said, it's that 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Everybody's choosing their path. People are in fear mode. People are wondering, stay with the devil I know, or be courageous and move forward. Stay in my ways and keeping myself back and keeping myself from stepping into my power, or getting rid of whatever's not serving me and becoming empowered in my own right, becoming emotionally balanced, financially stable, embracing the new, seeing things for what I need to see it for. And everybody's kind of on that same tip. Feeling stuck in the middle over here, confused. So again, maybe people are confused on how to turn things around, confused on how we can embody this energy, or, come back to somebody who we view has this. But again, this devil energy is the overall thing for everybody. It's again checking our motives, our intentions. Are we doing the right thing? What are we doing and why are we doing it? And what's for my betterment and what's for my destruction? There's a lot of, and for some, they might be afraid of, don't know if they can become the Queen of Pentacles. It might be, again, staying in situations that they know that they need to get out of, but they might feel it's out of their control right now. Maybe they don't have the resources. Feeling stuck again, trying to figure out their choices and options. And the Prince of Pentacles here, again, lack of progress, short-term focus, blocks in the way of achieving goals. Again, this is reversed, so this speaks again about blocks, delays, haven't planned right. So again, maybe we're trying to get our money together in order to make some changes or get ourselves out of certain situations. It's about having a loss of faith in our talents and our abilities. Feeling a lack of success. So this is everybody's in the devil. Like I said, stinking thinking, the woe-is, the lack of belief in ourselves, the clinging to unhealthy things or mindsets. It's asking you to relax, because this ruminating or this anxiety or this whatever is no good for anybody's health, mental and emotional well-being here. A need to review and a need for recommitment, right? So, again, everybody's trying to figure out their stuff here, for sure. Now, the advice for Virgo is creative writing. Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or a pen or article or book. So for some of you, you might be called to do this, whether that's, again, keeping a journal so that we can keep track of our own growth and progress, and so that we can look back and see where we fucked up. And how can I change things? Or again, this might be a calling that some of you are called to do. Might be part of your divine path. It might help you to change your finances. Maybe you're going to work together with somebody and build some kind of business where you both do this. With some of you, maybe I'm meant to be writers. Action. Today I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. So again, everybody's in this whole thing about we got to learn that, get out of our own way. It's time. Especially with this planet transit for everybody and stuff, the universe is really trying to emphasize about letting things end. That's got to end, including first and foremost how we're showing up in life for ourselves, recognizing what's holding us back, repetitive patterns, Again, and a lot of people are in the low self-esteem or the fear mode or the lack mentality, or again, just this toxicity that's leaving everybody confused and out of whack financially, emotionally, physically, what have you. And then wanting everybody to kind of take action, invest in yourself, make those hard choices, because in the end, they're going to only be for your betterment. Be committed to yourself and your path. Try to find some peace in the storm. You know, try to figure out again what might be your calling. If some of you are not in your dream job right now or something, maybe you just have something to do as a release for yourself, or something to, as an expression, something that you can give back, you know. Keeping hope alive. You know, become again empowered. Finding your light. And on that note, my lovelies, I send you love and light. And wish you luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Again, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. And I wish us all luck. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.